We're joined now by former Governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe. And sir, thank you so much for joining us. You're looking to get that old job back as the chief in the Commonwealth. So what are you hoping to achieve this time around?
Listen, I want us to lead us out of this COVID crisis. You know, when I became governor before, I inherited an economy in chaos, got to work, 200,000 new jobs, personal income went up 14%, unemployment dropped in every city, county. We now need to do that again. So I've got 20 clear plans about how I'm going to take Virginia forward to make us the #1 state. We are the #1 state for business, #1 for higher ed, #4 on K-12, but a lot of inequities we got to fix. So I'm excited. We got big challenges. I look forward to working in a bipartisan way as I did before to take Virginia to the next level.
Well, one thing that we're seeing a lot lately, especially here in Virginia, is very heated school board meetings on a range of topics. And something you mentioned in Tuesday's debate is you said you don't believe parents should be telling schools what to teach. What did you mean by that?
Well, first of all, parents should be telling schools that they want their teachers to be vaccinated and that they need to be wearing a mask, especially in our K-12 schools. I think it's really important that that happen. As you know, my opponent, Glenn Youngkin, says masks off and all regulations. So teachers won't be vaccinated and children won't be wearing masks. That's what he said he would do. I would never do that. I want our teachers vaccinated, nurses and doctors. He is spewing anti-vax rhetoric every day. He's telling people, if you don't want to take it, just don't take it. You know, we had 8,000 cases yesterday. Think of it, 10% of our population has been infected. We got to have serious leadership on this. So parents should be demanding in their schools that teachers be vaccinated and that they be wearing masks. You know, he keeps praising Florida as the model. Well, today in Florida, 225,000 children are under quarantine. 82 teachers are dead. And now we've seen the childhood death rate double. We don't want that here. I want our schools open and I want a booming economy. You cannot do that if you have an anti-vaxxer like Glenn Youngkin, who actually shockingly said at the debate, he doesn't believe children should be required to get the measles or mumps. Really? We've been doing this for decades. But it's that anti-vax rhetoric, which is really so dangerous for our schools. Our children will die. And that just to me is reprehensible, disgusting, and we're not going to allow it here in the Commonwealth.
Governor, just to circle back on that, sure. You know, they're talking about critical race theory, talking about chosen pronouns for students. And I think some of these are the issues that he was saying that you alluded to, parents staying out of this. We just want to make sure that we're understanding you correctly. What is your stance on that as far as what school agendas have to say for the kids?
First of all, this is determined by the State Board of Education and local school boards. And that's where it should be. These are the people responsible for getting us a quality education, making sure our children are learning the skills to meet a 21st century economy. And I got to tell you, I really find it reprehensible. Glenn Youngkin continually tries to divide wedges. Why are we going after these young children who are already going through very difficult situations in their own personal lives? Why are we stigmatizing these children? Why are we singling out these children? I want every child, regardless of whom you love, the color of your skin, who you pray to, I want everybody to get a quality education. And these dog whistles that Glenn Youngkin constantly uses is dividing people. And I like to unite people. That's why he said at the debate, you know, he wants Donald Trump to come back in 2024. Really? We lived through 4 years of divisiveness, hatred, and fighting. I'm trying to unite this Commonwealth. I did it before. That's why so many Republicans have endorsed me for governor. That's why the Washington Post has endorsed me. And the Washington Post said in their editorial, if Glenn Youngkin is elected governor, it will be a grave mistake for Virginia. Now, that's because of his divisiveness. I got a record investment in education, record jobs. I did this before. I'm going to bring the cost of prescription drugs down. I'm going to bring the cost of healthcare down. And I'm going to build a world-class education system. I'm very proud of that, but I'm going to do it not by stigmatizing children. We shouldn't be doing that. I want to lift all children up.
Virginia's Democratic candidate for governor, Terry McAuliffe. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Go vote.
Spending some time with us this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, go vote. November 2nd, of course, the date for election.
Early vote has started.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.